So, welcome everyone. Thank you so much. Yes, I did press it. Thank you so much for being here today. It's so lovely to see so many people, new people joining us every time we have these Sacred Sundays. And I just want to start today actually just with our cacao, really just opening our space. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the journey that we're going to be having today. I'm quite excited for this one. I guess I'm excited always because they come and I'm always like, oh, it's going to be really different and really interesting. They're different every single time. So I'm always thrilled to see how you react. And I'm always thrilled to see how I react when they come through. But let's go ahead and just take a moment. I will tell you that this is a very shamanic journey that we're going to go on, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about shamanism before we begin, but this cacao is the perfect way to come back into connection with that vibration of Mother Earth, to allow us. We spend so much of our time in this modern world. We have rubber on our shoes, we sit in front of computer screens, we're on our phones, and we really have so lost our deep connection to Mother Earth. And you know, this is how people created and connected and thrived and lived and survived in the most challenging of situations. They relied on this connection and all of the gifts that Mother Earth brings, and we really have lost deeply, I think, that connection. And cacao comes into Western consciousness when we're out of balance with the environment and out of balance with our hearts. So what a better way to drinking this ceremonial cacao, which brings in the feminine vibration of the plant, to tap into that heartbeat of Mother Earth, that love of Mama Gaia, Pachamama, however you connect, and to bring that vibration into our beings, because that goddess spirit has wisdom in it. The cacao has wisdom from the ancients. This is the same bean that the Mayans and the Aztecs drank. It has never been genetically modified. We prepare it in a way that it carries the vibration of the plant, right? So we're sitting here with this amazing plant medicine that allows us to reach deeper into our heart space, that allows us to connect with that which we need to release, and which makes you feel pretty good too. So added bonus, and it doesn't taste bad. So, you know, so I like this brew this morning. I'm always like, oh, that was Karen and I. Karen watched me sing to it yesterday. She went into the other room and I go, oh, please don't giggle at me. She goes, I'll giggle quietly, because I was doing my whole thing of like singing to it, and then Karen came over and gave it a special blessing, so it does have extra special powers today. And for those of you, we're sharing our extra special powers into your cacao as well. So just taking a moment, I know many of you asked me, I love that you actually read what I send you. Well, you didn't send us an intention to think about today, because I always send you some interesting journal prompts. That was very intentional to not send you an intention, because this is really going to be an experiential journey. This is about how you connect with the wisdom of the ancestors, and each of you needs to go in completely clean and clear. This has nothing to do with what I think you should be thinking about. This is your journey of trusting yourself, where you go, and the wisdom that you're going to receive. So there were no prompts that were necessary from my side, because it's really meant to be uniquely your own. So maybe it's just a moment of inviting the cacao to share the wisdom with us, to open our hearts to receive, to allow us to get out of our heads a little bit and into our hearts, so that we can really tap into what the messages are today, if that's just a good guide. But again, it's your journey. So let's just take a moment to connect to the beautiful vibration of the ceremonial cacao, and just to drink it in community, in ceremony together. And if you could just set your cups down, place your hands on your hearts, close your eyes, and simply feel into the cacao as it flows into the throat and down into our hearts. And if we bring our attention to our breath, breathing in and out, sending that vibration, inviting this spirit, inviting this goddess spirit to flow through us, with her wisdom, with her high loving vibrations. And we work with the breath of life as well, with our prana. We bring our attention to our breath, and you can feel the rise and fall of the chest beneath the hands. We bring in that energy, the air element, into our being, and that helps us to spread that vibration more deeply through our body, but it also activates the energy in our being, which radiates into our fields, all of us cleared and smudged, unique expressions of our own energetic footprint. And I invite you to raise yourself, or just consciously from the heart, raise yourself into your highest vibration with the breath. Inhale with love and exhale with gratitude. The opportunity for us all to gather here. We thank Charlotte, she's not with us today, but in this space that she provides for us. To thank Keith for finding the most beautiful cacao plants available for us to enjoy, for his spirit that's now past looking over us. Breathe in with love and gratitude for everyone's unique gifts in this room. While each of you is on your own individual journey, everyone's energy, even on the computer, through the ethers, contributes to what happens. This is never to be repeated, the energy in this space, right here, right now. And so we bring ourselves into our highest to share that vibration with everyone in this room. And then we open our hands to one another and we create just a beautiful circle from our hearts of love and gratitude and great respect for everyone who showed up today, taking time out of your busy lives to do something to help spark your soul fire, to bring you up into elevated spirits, or deal with anything that's dragging you down. You have people here who support you. This is an amazing community of people who uplift one another. I've never been in such a community. There is no bringing down of anyone. It is an uplifting and a seeing of everyone where they are. So we honor that with love and gratitude. We feel into the beautiful hearts and energy in this room, and we create a space for us all to receive and explore. And then we raise our hands up. And it doesn't matter what your religious background, call in your God, your goddess, divine source, and invite them to be present, to help to create a channel for you to receive the messages that are right for you today. And that everything that we do here is for your highest and deepest good, and that of everyone in your field, your family and your friends, but really for your highest and deepest good. And we bring our hands back down into prayer. We want to bring ourselves through our own voices into a very high vibration. Many times we do an ong. Today we're opening the heart up immediately. We're gonna la 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 la. You say it's the fastest heart opener because you kind of can't help but smile when you la la la. But keep your thumb against your heart and feel that vibration. We'll do 3 breaths of la 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 and get creative. You can have fun with this. But we're gonna create a vibration in this room and through the computer in your rooms. And we're gonna raise our vibration because nothing is more healing than your own voice, your own vibration. Let's inhale. La 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 Inhale. Hold your breath, feel into that vibration, and maybe even open your hands up to the vibration in the space. our own unique expression through our voices, that vocal alchemy, bringing the vibration even higher, mixing your tone with the vibration of the cacao. Release the breath. You can open your eyes if you'd like, or stay just seated and meditating. I'm just going to be speaking, so you may just want to listen. I've given you a ceremonial dose of cacao. If it feels too much for you, you don't have to drink it all. It's just the amount that we serve for meditation. Just feel into what's right for your body today. And we're going to want to bring that into our bodies, just as I'm sharing a little bit about the journey. So I've studied with a couple of different shamans. The first one was learning a lot. It was the woman who trained me in cacao, who had trained and lived in South America and worked a lot with tribes there with ayahuasca. And she was given the message. She thought she was supposed to be bringing ayahuasca back to the West, but the message she got right before she left, having grown her own plants and living there, and this was about 15 years ago, was the West wasn't quite ready for it. Like, they needed to understand the preparation, they needed to understand the dieta, and that the way to introduce people to the power of plant medicine was actually through cacao, because it's so gentle and it's so available for us to open our hearts and to learn about having plants as a plant medicine to enhance our journey, to enhance our experience. And it's a wonderful kind of first step into that space. And so then I was able to train with a beautiful woman, medicine woman in Sedona, and she had trained primarily in the Lakota and the Hopi tradition. And the thing you need to know about shamanism is, like, shamanism, the first kind of knowledge of like a shaman was actually in Siberia. But what's interesting through the studies that they've done about shamans all throughout the world, Native American, South American, Central American, from the Inuit, from like the Eskimos, like there's so many, like the tools, they end up being, you know, almost all the same. Of course, it's going to be different if you're in the jungle than if you're in the ice, but it was tapping into Mother Earth. How do we survive? How do we heal? How do we connect spiritually? So much wisdom about the sun and the moon and the stars, and such a deep connection to the plants. And I think what's amazing now is that we're being able to take these tools and use them in different ways to enhance our living on this planet. Like for me, one thing about cacao ceremony, I'm not mimicking cacao ceremonies that were done in Guatemala. There were no cacao ceremonies with gongs and bowls and things, right? But in this day, we can tap into and find the tools that resonate with us most. Everyone's path is going to be different. Mine was tapped into by Kundalini, right? Like, and that brought me to cacao, and that brought me to the sound healing. But each of your paths is going to be uniquely different. What you find that makes you feel grounded? What do you find that makes you feel expansive? How do you want to connect and grow your spiritual connection, right? So everyone's going to be different. But the shamanic traditions offer so many wise tools. And even if you've never studied shamanism, it's about connecting to nature. It's about dance. It's about healing. It's about community. So that is what we're doing. We're kind of doing the shamanic, we're coming together, particularly as women. The women were the space holders. They tapped into their intuition. They told you where to hunt, where to go. So it's like we're coming in together using these plants, we've got tools from Asia, we've got so many of the drums and the different instruments from different places. So we're kind of creating a space where we can tap into all of the tools. And that's what the message I got today. Each of you, based on your ancestry, based on your lineage, will connect with different tools in the shamanic culture. So we're kind of going to go around the world today, and you're going to have the opportunity to sit and visit with elders, to learn, to ask questions, and have a journey through the ancestors, through the different shamans around the world, and allow yourself the space to just sit and listen. And if it's a matter of on the journey, I will guide you a bit, but I'm also going to leave you quite a bit of space today, and that might be uncomfortable for some of you. If I'm not speaking for a while, you're in your space. Wherever the cacao takes you, where your journey takes you, let it be. Sometimes you might just be like, I'm just going to lay here and receive. But I'm creating space for you to listen and learn and receive gifts. I don't need to always be talking, right? This is about you listening And I feel more and more that that is my job, is to create a space for you to learn the wisdom that's inherently already in you. Okay? So, no expectations. If you haven't done this before, just drop all expectations, because that's the only thing. Like, if I'm saying you're up in an igloo and you are like, I'm in the rainforest dancing, that is perfectly okay. There's no quiz at the end. That is totally fine. And even if you're just like, I just feel like I'm in my bed, just like happily receiving music, that's perfect too. Like, whatever this ends up being, I just give you guideposts. But I did find some really inspiring, amazing music today. You're not going to be getting as much gong and bowls today, I'm sorry to say, but I think, actually, I'm not sorry to say that. I actually almost didn't bring anything, but I thought that might be too shocking. So I was like, I got to weave in a little bit of sound. You guys might be mad at me, but it is about indigenous music, and what you will find is the frequency of these instruments creates a vibration in you, but the frequency of this music, whether it's the didgeridoo, whether it's the African drum, whether it's the flute, that is going to elicit a response, the vibrations from these places. So allow the sound to penetrate you in a way and like receive it, receive everything, just let it come in. Okay. So, and we have one other really special thing I want to talk about that we're going to do today. So, Delane, also she channels, this is Delane who served you your beautiful cacao, and she has, as she's been enhancing her spiritual connection, she has been channeling light language. And I'm going to let her just speak about it for a moment, because I'm going to relax you all down. It's an amazing way to drop into the space. And so just to hear about what that sound is, and to receive that vibration from someone in this room. So Delane, do you want to just share?
Light language is a language not of words, but a language of vibration. And so it can be healing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It can raise your vibration, open your heart, and take you into a deeper level. So as we get going, then I will just start channeling some light language. I don't want you to be frequent because it's not words. You'll see it. It sounds. It's a vibration, and so I just ask, please, that you just let your heart be open to receive.
Yeah. Beautiful. Is everyone okay with that? Yeah. All right. It's a beautiful experience. She did a session on me the other day, and it was incredibly expansive and just absolutely beautiful to have these. You'll know. It's like chanting. She's like chanting for you in a beautiful language that comes through. So just receive those vibrations. All right. What else do I have to do? I would like to pick a card for the group, if I can do that, Delane. And then we're just going to get started. Thank you. You can be sipping your cacao, making sure you bring in what you need. Does anyone online have any questions? We're all good. We're getting ready to go. Okay. I don't give you the books because I like you to marinate on the message. You can have the books at the end, take a picture, and see what the deeper meaning is, but I kind of like you to ruminate on what it might mean, and maybe you get the answer. All right. Well, that is beautiful. Okay, both of these are just perfect. Protect, it's a koala bear, and the mother is cradling a baby. And then we have gathering around the power of community. And let's take those. I feel like, just so you know, Delane and Leslie always come early with me. They do selfless service. We call it Seva, and they help me to create this space. Otherwise, I would not be able to do this. They really helped me to stay grounded and in their service. So I thank you both so much. But that is the power of community, right? Being able to come together and being in this space. And we send out a protective kind of light into this room and onto the land, and just really ask that everyone receives what you need, that we're all protected on our journey. So let's go ahead and finish your cacao and go ahead and lie back. Go ahead and lie back. Thank you. Perfect. And as you're lying back, really just allowing yourself to take a few deep breaths in, releasing out, surrendering into the space. Ancient healing traditions, this is about embracing the self, unifying with strength, personal power, and love. That is one of the key things of shamanism and shamans. This is an important thing, shamans. They act as go-betweens between this world and the spirit world. Channelers, mediums, those that speak light languages, the downloads that you're getting, and that veil is becoming very, very thin. And when I read that, I thought, well, how interesting. In our own way, we are all becoming shamans in the essence of working to really connect to the higher power, to source, to spirit. Modern shamans in a whole brave new world. And as we connect, the ability to connect to source is opening up to pure love, opening up to faith, opening up to joy. If you have any guides or animals that you want to call in, you can do so at any time, or see who shows up along your journey. You might connect with one lineage, or you might find that all of us also have a very unique lineage right here, this beginning of a new way. So, take a nice long deep inhale and release. One more nice long deep inhale and release. I want you to breathe continuously into your heart space, breathing in that love and gratitude, and spreading, watching the vibration of the cacao, golden, opening, loving vibration spread from tip to toe. Let every cell be touched by your breath of life. Let every cell be touched with ancient wisdom. If at any time you feel you need to release something heavy, use your breath or send it out like black sludge out the soles of the feet. Clear the space. You are getting lit up from within. I want you to see that vibration fill the physical form. Let it be contained to start with. Until when you're breathing in, you feel the undulations of the body, and it's like you're filled with so much beautiful vibration, breath, goddess spirit. Then I want you to start to feel and visualize the vibration starting to penetrate out into your field. The physical body no longer able to hold the light and that loving vibration inside. It starts to sparkle and shine out into your aura. I want you to kind of wallow in the beauty of that field, whether it's white or pink, golden. Just be present with yourself as an energetic being, a being of light and love. And I invite you to bring your attention down to the base of the spine, to the root chakra, Muladhara. In the depths of our being, in this space, we can carry fear, whether it's our own or the collective, and that contracts our being, it contracts our vibration, and it limits our connection to the beautiful, loving energy of Mother Earth, to our communities. It holds us back from our fullest expression because it limits the flow that rises up through us and connects us to God. Just breathing deeply into that space, releasing, sending out anything heavy. Take this root chakra, and I want you to create a taproot from this space. And I want you to send it first down through the mat beneath you. I want you to visualize pushing it down through the floors, down through the concrete in the garage, break through it, hit the dirt, hit the sand, hit the grasses, hit the roots, all of the beautiful mycelium, all the underworld growth. Keep pushing. Maybe your root is just one strong root. Maybe it starts to spread like the roots of a maple, one of these live oaks. But watch it reach through underground waterways, through rocks, the power of your root, breaking through any obstacle as it reaches and starts to feel the pull of the red golden energy of Mother Earth, this life-giving, potent power. And you reach deeper and you breathe more and you send that root further down, deeper down, and you feel your body, that pull of gravity as well, that support. Until you land and connect. And your root taps into that energy. And you arrive in connection with the Mother. And I want you to breathe in with love and gratitude and send that light through your being down to her for all that she gives. All the life. And do that a couple more times. Feel into her presence and honor her. We for too long have not honored her. She is a great transmuter of negative energy, but we cannot continuously expect her to recycle all. And so again, with love and gratitude, share, honor. Give her that love in your heart. And as that cycle creates more energy. She welcomes you to bring some of that energy up into your being. And so I invite you to start breathing, visualizing some of that red golden energy coming up from the very heart of this planet, up your root, following the path from the depths of the earth, back up through all of the layers, through the grasses, until you're able to breathe in the energy of Mother Earth and feel it flush into your root, pushing out fear, guilt, shame, regrets. Let her shine light in a space that might be dark. Let her ignite your connection. We take this sound for the root and we let it activate. And we breathe in and we see the vibrancy. And that flows up into the womb space. Orange waters lit up from below. Creativity and passion. And all of the sexual energy which helps to balance through the body. And we tap into that and we let that rise. And that light and that power comes into the fires of the navel. Confidence and willpower, sovereignty, courage, light it up. And that beautiful foundation, flows into the heart. Green air, energy, and you breathe. And this is not about romantic love. This is about love for your unique, individuated divinity. This is love of self. This is honor of the self. This is compassion and grace that you first have to show you so you can show that to others. Let it wrap around the front, the back, receive the vibration of love. And let that flow up into your throat. The spark of manifestation comes from your ability to speak the truth. All of this is tied together. We get out of fear, we find our passion, we find the confidence to live it, and we live from the heart, and we speak the truth, and we create the magic. Breathe in, open that light blue space of ether. Let the energy flow there. You also have to be able to hear the truth. It's not just one way. And this flows up to your third eye. And we flutter the third eye beneath closed lids, this place of knowing, wisdom, your inner GPS. That if we trust everything below, we can trust the messages that we get. The key to these shamanic tools: trusting, seeing, believing, the faith. The final step, we let that energy flow up into the crown, the 10th gate, your connection to your divinity. And it opens up like a 1,000-petaled lotus on the crown of the head. Watch as every petal furls, opening up a channel of light. And as if you could see out the crown through the roof of this building, into the trees and the clouds above, the golden light of the sun, the birds, and you break through the atmosphere out into the galaxy, past the moon, planets known and unknown, deep into the solar system, until you connect with the center of heaven, the galactic center, and tap into that divine energy, that truth, that source. And with love and gratitude, you send light up through this channel for all the wisdom, all the support, all the care. And then you let some of that beautiful light flow back, watching it wash down towards you through the dark stars of the heavens above, through the sky, through the trees, through the roof. And just for a few moments, I invite you to simply be the center of this connection. To breathe and flow and receive the beautiful powers of light language to upgrade your frequency even higher.
Sumakala shina makuni lishina, somukushina makuli shina makana, sanmako, shumakana lishina makana, isamako, ishamako, singala shina makana la sana makani lishina makuni linama, ishina makuni na makana la shana makana, lishina makuni la shina maku, shana makuni la shina maku, shana makuni la shina maku, shana makuni la shina maku. Osao shashamakala la shanamaka, oshinimaku shinali shinama, inamakuni na la shanamakana la shanamakana la shinamako, namakuli shinamaka, isamaku sanamakuli shinamaka, inamakuli shinamakuni na makana la shinamakuni na shamakana nina, omakuni shinamakani la, onamaku na makana na la shanamakana na, ashanakuni la shinamakuni na makana la shinamaka, Ishanaka, 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 Ishanaka.
Take a deep inhale. Release the breath. And as you listen to the rhythm of the drums, I invite you to begin your journey in this high vibration. Visualize standing up and dropping your bags, dropping your burdens, dropping your worries, your concerns, your stories. Be fully present in your power now, the culmination of all of the experiences you've had. Honor them. This is you, right here, right now. Following the drums, I want you to find a door, a gate, a veil, a portal to a path. And I want you to start to walk with your feet on the earth, whether it is sand or stone, moss, grasses. Your feet follow the beat, and you begin to walk a path. Notice everything. your knowing. Up. You come up into a clearing at the very height of the path. And I want you to call in your transportation for the journey today. An owl, an eagle, a Pegasus, your dragon. Call in the guide that is going to take you around the world to meet the ancestors. Give you a few moments to let them arrive, to meet and greet. Ready. You join this spirit animal, spirit of flight. And you take that leap of faith and you begin to soar, flying higher, and for the next few minutes, your only job is to simply see the beauty that is beneath you, the perspective, be it oceans, mountains, streams, forests, meadows. You don't know where you're going yet, just take it all in. To head north. We know this by the change in scenery. Take it slow, but let your flight lead you. Notice the change in the vegetation. Notice the change in temperature, the change in the sky, the feel of the air. Be present and aware of the elements all around you, of the energy. We're going up to the northern regions, and whether your journey takes you up to the Inuit, to the Siberian, to Iceland, let them take you where you're meant to be, going into the deep northern territories. See snow. Feel the wind come into the white. And there is a shift. And you begin to come down back towards the earth. Here you were greeted and welcome to come in out of the cold and the snow, to sit with a family, these ancestors are here to walk you through how to face the challenges and still be in joy, to live under the harshest conditions and still find joy in the family, in the community, in the connection. As you sit together and the harsh winds blow outside, see what the message is, what the lessons, what the gifts are that you can take back when facing harsh conditions. Also, how to find abundance when there is so little. How to live in abundance when you're feeling lack. find joy even when there is not plenty. Questions you have, or simply to be in this space. There is a gift from you, for you. Spirit animal of flight beckons you that it's time to continue our journey. So we thank our northern guides and shamans and family for the wisdom and the gifts. And we begin our journey back into the sky, braced against the winds, facing the challenges, facing the storm with new courage. And in the distance, from a land far, far away, we follow the call. The didgeridoo. We fly deeply down into the southern hemisphere. Parched land. Aboriginals on a walkabout. We see them from above before we join them, observing the peace and meditation as their feet land on the earth, honoring every step, every breath. And in this space, the elders invite us to learn to connect with Mother Earth, to hear her breath, to feel her heart. And I invite you to join this walkabout. dust and the air, the walking, the connection, the heartbeat of your own with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Reconnect. Feel the feet, feel the joy. Just the walking and being in community. Feel the sun on your faces. They have wisdom to share. What is their gift for you today? Particular sacred song is a prayer to Mother Earth. We gather together in a circle. In community. Receive our gifts from the Aboriginal tribes. Journey. And we thank the tribe for the wisdom, for the experience. And we allow ourselves to rise up with the sounds of the didge and the drums beneath us, rising above the parched land, but also seeing the beauty of the trees and the water. And we begin to rise higher and higher, crossing the expanse of the oceans, taking in the beauty of the journey. Hear a new beat, a new vibration, and our spirit animal takes us deep towards the Amazonian rainforest, deep into the jungles in Brazil. And before we arrive, we see community dancing, sharing, celebrating, breathing in the air, the flowers, the vegetation so different from where we've just been. Feel the dampness of the earth, the humidity. feet on the earth here feels different. The medicines, the abundance of life. It's in this space that we are reminded of the beauty of dance. All shamanic cultures bring this in as a way to flow and connect your body. Just see yourself moving freely. No ego, no embarrassment. Just joining in and dancing amongst the trees and the life. Dance. Children, men, women. Rises, animals come closer. There's a sharing of food and the abundance of fruits, the air, where so much of the oxygen comes from. Breathing, connect with the trees, connect with the plants, everything is so alive and yet so at risk. Center of the circle to feel the joy of the dance, of coming back, to feeling into the moving of energy, your own, the community, the air, the vibration everywhere. And they have a gift for you as their guest in this space. Don't forget to dance. And as we prepare to leave, we watch as the party and the celebration of life continues. And as we begin our journey, we rise back up across the ocean, and we hear the call of Mama Africa. And this time, we're meeting with a group of women elders who invite you to come in, to feel into the circle of strength, the power of this femininity, of the divine feminine. So your spirit travel is greeted in the heart of Africa. The strength, the courage, the wisdom of the womb, the wisdom of the divine feminine, finding your voice, honoring tradition. Listen, ask, be held, and see how brave. Traditionally matriarchal, what can we learn from the elders about holding space, about tapping into our intuition, about dealing with an out of balance masculine? How do we find the grace and courage to support one another, to honor one another? Ask, listen, and learn from these beautiful women. What do you hear? What do you feel? Invite you to walk out into the fields. To share in the abundance they've created. To gaze out the huge horizon with the giant sun. Children now running. Community, support, collective. hear the call to continue our journey, though, with the gifts and the wisdom. We thank our guides and hosts. And we begin our flight as we slowly rise up from this space, back across the ocean. We head towards the home of the goddess, Central and South America, to the ancients of the Mayans and the Aztecs and the Incas. And for this beginning part, I simply want you to tap into the creative wisdom of what happens if you see beyond the potential that is right in front of you. When you hike over the mountain into Machu Picchu and see the majesty of what was created, you realize the ability to tap in across these veils to the wisdom, what's in the field. I just want you to explore what is possible when anything is possible. When we accept the unknown and infinite potential. Fly above these places and just see into the beauty to begin with. The temples, the brilliance, the sun gates, the solstice. Starts to take us down into the green lush of Guatemala, to meet on the ground in her home our goddess of Cacao. How does she show up for you today? What animals come to greet you as you sit down by the ancient cacao tree, your goddess emanating love and warmth and compassion for you? Connect with her and share your intention or your questions. Let her embrace you. Feel into her wisdom. Let her share the message she has for you today. divine feminine creativity are you not yet exploring? Music, language, art. How can you create and expand beyond the box? How can you explore a different realm? The goddess has a gift for you. Receive, embrace, and with her beautiful vibration flowing through you and around you, thank her with love and gratitude. And we rise up to our final destination, soaring in our spirits up through the jungle, past the beautiful waterfalls and rivers, the temples. We come back towards this space here. As we come over the mountains and the plains, with the sun setting, and we see the fire, perhaps wolves and buffalo, men, women, children, all ages, elders. And we land in this land with a gathering of all of the tribes, the Apache, the Lakota, the Hopi, all coming together in spirit to remind us first how precious life is, the destruction and devastation that they experience, but also the honoring of all of the directions of all life, all beings. With everyone's ability to connect, wholeness and union, and how all across the world we are able to tap into spirit, tap into the power and the energy of life. Have a journey with your Native American elders from all tribes. elder tribesman invites you to walk out, away from the group. Off to a beautiful cliff, watching as the sun starts to dip, the light golden, and invites you to trust in your heart, to take this wisdom. And for you now, to invite your spirit of flight, and you direct where you go. Perhaps you're going up to meet with shamans in the sky. Perhaps you're going to a different tribe. Perhaps you're going back. Or perhaps you just need to sit in the center, lie with Mother Earth, and tap into your own connection, all of the wisdom from all of your lifetimes. This is your journey of choice. that joy and love and flow, all of the wisdom. Flying up to the highest space. Just yourself, your soul spark. Uniquely beautiful, sovereign, love and light, and just experience you. Every part. You in your highest. And I want you to see from far up above this being lying on this floor, this physical vehicle for that spirit may have taken on a lot. But I want that spirit in the next few minutes to take all of the wisdom and all of the light, to fly back down, to inhabit this being with an elevated frequency. An elevated field. A new flow. radiates out into your field, into this room. And we breathe that into our being. And we experience that light and love for self and for the world right here in this sacred space. Feel into our humanity and our divinity. We feel our roots deep into the earth. We feel our connection to source. And we come back to our hearts, right at the center, and we breathe. And we flow. And we radiate. As we come back into awareness, we allow ourselves to feel into a cleansing of anything we might have picked up on our journey. Love and light from above. Back into awareness of the right here, the right now. And you have several minutes to trust yourself on how to come back. You may just want to lay, stretch, you might want to journal, you might want to sit up in meditation, you might want to use the loo and come back. Whatever feels right. Everyone, I just invite you to please stay in noble silence. Let everyone find their way back. We will meet 3-4 minutes sitting together, but please take your time. the recording. This journey with the ancestors. I will be on with everyone in a moment that's online.